connectivity to Rajgir from Patna by building roads there. So now may I invite Mr. Katsuo Matsumura to speak more about this. Matsumoto, sorry.
Well, thank you, Chairman. And distinguished guests, panelists, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to be here to speak on behalf of the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. Well, as a development agency of Japan, it is my very pleasure to share our experiences and views about the regional connectivity issues, not only in South Asia, but also Southeast Asia. I was supposed to make a presentation in the next session, connectivity. So my title of the presentation is Regional Integration and Connectivity. But because of some character of this session, there's a Japan session, I'm very happy to speak instead in the connectivity session. Well, the South Asian countries has been our major development partners. And the fiscal year 2013, almost half of the JICA's loan commitment was for this area. Well, India has been our largest development partner in the past 10 years. And now almost 70 development projects are ongoing. And from the 60s until now, the total number of the projects we are financing is almost 230. It's including like a metro project in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, and Kolkata. And not only the large-scale infrastructure project, but also some like a small scale, including the poverty reduction projects like irrigation, water supply, storage, and the reforestation are also under our finance. Why we are so good partner with South Asian countries? One reason is that because of the really large development needs of the countries, and also the relatively good economic performance of such countries. And also, of course, the good relation between Japan and the South Asian countries. Well, if we can see the development trend in the world, we sometimes may call the present situation as an Indo-Ocean age. In the last quarter of the 20th century, the center of the gravity has moved from the Atlantic to the Pacific. The west coast of the United States, Japan, the four tigers in ASEAN, and also China became the major economic powers driving the global economy at the time. But now, in the first quarter of the 21st century, I really believe that the world economy is shifting its center from the Pacific to this area. So I call it the era of the Indo-Pacific. The Pacific continues to play the important role still, but it is being connected more and more with the emerging economic powers along with the Indian Ocean from South Asia to the South Asia, and also finally to Africa. We believe that to enhance the connectivity between the South Asia and the Southeast Asia with context of this India's Look East policy is really timely and appropriate in this sense. So the screen is now showing our experience in the Southeast Asia first. JICA has been working for the regional integration of the ASEAN and the Mekong region, and our funded projects have contributed to the strength of the economic integration, yes, including the supply chain network of the private sectors. For example, the second Mekong Bridge project. Oh, next slide, please. So pointer? It's pointer. It's pointer. Okay. Thank you. Well, so this is just a map of say, east-west economic corridor in the ASEAN. And also this is, well, the southern economic corridor. Well, we financed the one bridge project over the Mekong River here, at the border of Thailand and the Laos. And this bridge project was really saving the time of the delivery of the goods from Bangkok to Hanoi. It took almost 2 weeks by the maritime traffic. Now it is only the 3 days by road traffic. And also smooth custom clearance was arranged by the 3 countries through good coordination. Well, now say, vehicle from the Vietnamese can pass through the border of the Laos, and they can return to the Vietnam, and also the vehicle of the Thailand can pass through the border of the Laos, and they return to the Bangkok. And because of such kind of coordination, now the total time of the clearance is really, really shortened. And this is because of the really political will of the 3 countries. And not only the hard infrastructure, but also such kind of soft aspect like modernization of the customs system has been really the key to make the connectivity successful. And now we try to have such kind of initiative in Africa. This map shows such kind of corridor, the project in Africa, and we really had a good collaboration with each country to implement such kind of a cross-border project. So how is South Asia? In order for us to promote the connectivity project more actively in this region, we had a series of good push recently. The first push, as the ambassador said, that the agreement between Japan and India. So both prime ministers agreed on Japan's cooperation on the development of the northeast region of India. Well, JICA has conducted information collection survey for this context and selected the possible, the good project which can contribute to the good connectivity in the region. This is a part of our survey. We have surveyed about the flow of the goods at the border in this region. And we try to, find a really possible project with some criteria, including the economic return and also how the impact on the residents and so on. This is a corridor from Nepal to Bangladesh. And this is also the corridor from maybe the Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. This is a more vertical one from Bhutan to Bangladesh. And we finally found 10 possible projects in India, Northeast region. And we have started to discuss with also other partners like ADB and the World Bank, how we can collaborate together to have a maximum effects through the good coordination. So they are just possible route under our finance. So the second push is open up Myanmar, as you know. The new administration of Myanmar, which was formed in March 2011, is furthering the reforms toward democratization. Given this movement, the government of Japan changed its economic cooperation policy in April 2012 and has expanded its area of the support to this country. And several cooperation schemes were revitalized and utilized for the prioritized development project. In addition to the conventional field of basic human needs of the people, including the minority ethnic groups, now JICA is working to support some large-scale infrastructure to promote economic development. So they are just an example. This is kind of a master plan of the road network inside of the Myanmar, and some of the road will finally connect to the road to India and South Asia. And also, we try to support some like engine of the growth to make the connectivity really effective. This is kind of like an example of the project. It's a Tirawa SEZ. We are now financing the development of SEZ, and not only SEZ itself, but also some like surrounding infrastructure like a power supply, road network, and water supply has been financed by JICA. So such kind of like a node of the industry can also provide a good delivery of the goods and service to the other countries. And this is also the example of the project, I mean the Yangon Mandalay Railway project. This is also maybe part of the connectivity in this region. And because of such kind of like movement, the successful progress of the cross-border connectivity to ASEAN and Myanmar can also activate more to be connected by trilateral highway between edge of the east-west corridor of the ASEAN to the Yangon to the Imphal in Manipur. And this is not only for transport sector, but also the relative countries are talking about the network of the power and also maritime. And the third push may be the result of the SAARC summit in the last November. SAARC framework agreement for energy cooperation was signed by the foreign ministers, and it was agreed that the SAARC motor vehicles agreement and the SAARC regional railway agreement should be finalized soon. The Japanese government has organized Japan SAARC Energy Forum every year to analyze the issue of the power trade in this region and also make a recommendation on how to improve the situation. And we think that we have also some rooms to be involved more and more of this SAARC development. And such political will of the SAARC countries say how to revitalize the activity is also very good flowing wind to promote the regional cooperation in a stable and timely manner. And we believe that Japan's ODA can contribute to generating the good possible result in the Indo-Pacific age. I think we have several viable approaches. The first is using ODA is for the economic growth, as I mentioned, like example of the Myanmar. Well, we have a good experience in Thailand, for example. Maybe you know like Eastern Seaboard. Well, from the Bangkok to the Maftaput area, there are a series of the infrastructure development like industrial zone, road network, railway road, and so on. And from the master plan to the project, Japan was involved to develop, to utilize the ODA scheme. And from the 80s to the 90s, JICA supported efforts by Thai government to realize this matter. And at this moment, this area has been the second largest economic area next to Bangkok. Say, the Eastern Seaboard in Thailand has grown into large industrial area, and with 14 industrial complexes, 1,300 factories, and 360,000 workers. So this is kind of like one example of the approach, how to develop the connectivity more effective. And also in Bangladesh, Prime Minister Abe announced to support the concept of the Bay of Bengal Industrial Growth Belt. We sometimes call it a Big B. Yeah, this, the Big B is a grand design to promote the industrial agglomeration along with the Dhaka, Chittagong, and Cox's Bazar. Including some like prioritized sector, power, transport, and investment promotion. And we believe that such kind of like approach to develop the potential area or potential node will be really contributing to the more and more change of the tectonics of the development in this the area. And the second ODA-related approach in the Indo-Pacific may be to utilize the ODA to enhance human security. economic growth is just a good way to reduce the poverty. But yet, growth without a human security framework could only widen the social divide. It means that it may increase the poverty. The Indo-Pacific age is just starting, and therefore, Japan needs to coordinate with partner countries in this region, particularly to help such kind of people to support such kind of project in the sewage, water supply, irrigation, agriculture, and also the slope protection along with the road and so on. So through them, every citizen, including the woman and the physically handicapped also, can be the beneficiary of such kind of connectivity project. For example, say when we finance a project like a Delhi Metro, we really request the Delhi Metro agency to adopt such kind of universal design from the viewpoint of the human security, so that any handicapped people can easily access to the metro. And finally, the third ODA approach is to utilize the assistance for peace building purpose in this region. The cross-border project, not only the road, but also such kind of power network, is the common asset of the region. And to create a cooperation framework and good coordination to implement the project is a key process of the confidence building. We believe that the connectivity in South Asia and between South Asia and Southeast Asia can contribute to the regional stability, which is really the foundation of the economic and social development in this region. So from now, the South Asia has been really the large impact the region in the world. So the Japan, as a partner with the development, try to work and collaborate as much as possible. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matsumoto, for the very detailed presentation on connectivity. Connectivity is the key for economic development, and how economic development and how JETRO can help in it. May I now invite Mr. Abe to come and talk to us about it.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. And thank you very much for the Symbiosis University for giving me a great opportunity to be present here. My name is Ichiro Abe. I'm start briefly introduce myself and JETRO, in which I'm belonging to. JETRO is a Japan External Trade Organization, which is a trade and investment promotion organization under the Japanese government, which is Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. Thank you. Press this. Okay. And JETRO has offices globally, more than 70 countries and more than 100 offices in global. In India, we have 4 offices, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, and temporary office in Ahmedabad. Historically, we have been promoting export from Japan to global, but now we shift to investment promotion from Japan to global, of course including India, and vice versa, investment from India to Japan. Today, I would like to talk about the regional economic integration in relation with manufacturing or investment. I'd like to begin with my kind of conclusion. By participating in the regional supply chain network, FDI, foreign direct investment, would come more, which is leading to the manufacturing growth. This is the basic conclusion of today's my discussion. When look at the Asia, there are 4 major powers: China, ASEAN, India, and Japan, in terms of the manufacturing industries. However, I have some concerns or worries about this power balance among 4 industries regions. Historically, Japan came first, and China, ASEAN comes next, and now India is growing, and Japan is kind of matured. So the worry is, can Japan survive, and can India grow? But I'm confident that to eliminate those worries, a supply chain-oriented trade policy, the trade policy matters, and supply chain-oriented trade policy need to be laid out.